For months, a tantalizing rumor has torn through military and aviation circles, whispered on forums and debated by analysts. It's a powerful what-if scenario. What if the Swedish Saab Gripen, one of Europe's most agile and respected fighter jets, could be built without any American parts? Specifically, what if its American-made engine could be swapped for a British Rolls-Royce? The idea was more than just a technical curiosity. It promised a future where Europe could build and sell its own advanced military hardware, completely free from Washington's political influence and export laws. For nations seeking to chart their own course, it was a powerful dream of strategic independence, a vision of a truly sovereign European fighter. The rumor grew so loud that it became impossible to ignore. Now, Saab CEO Micael Johansson has finally broken his silence on what would be the biggest shakeup in the European fighter jet market in a generation. And what he had to say puts the dream of a Rolls-Royce Gripen firmly to rest. To understand why this rumor was so powerful, you have to understand the Gripen's one major vulnerability, a single point of dependency that has long been its strategic weak spot: its engine. The modern Gripen EF, the most advanced version of the jet, is powered by the formidable General Electric F414. It's a combat-proven American engine that gives the Gripen incredible performance, but it also comes with strings attached. Those strings are known as ITAR, the International Traffic in Arms Regulations. In simple terms, because the Gripen uses a critical U.S.-made component, any sale of the jet to another country can be vetoed by the United States government. For Sweden, a nation with a long history of neutrality and independence, this reliance on American approval is an uncomfortable reality. For potential buyers, it's a significant risk. Imagine spending years negotiating a multi-billion-dollar deal only to have it blocked at the last minute by a political decision made in Washington. This isn't just a theoretical problem. With shifting political winds and the rise of more transactional America-first foreign policies, the fear that a future U.S. president could arbitrarily veto a sale to a country not in Washington's favor is very real. This anxiety fueled the whisper campaign for an ITAR-free Gripen. The logical alternative was clear: the Eurojet EJ200. This is the powerful engine that sits at the heart of the Eurofighter Typhoon, built by a European consortium in which Britain's Rolls-Royce is a leading partner. Swapping the American GE F414 for the European EJ200 seemed like the perfect solution. It offered a vision of a high-tech, ITAR-free fighter jet that was still fundamentally a Gripen, affordable, capable, and now truly independent. The story was so compelling because it addressed a real geopolitical desire for what is often called strategic autonomy. As the rumor gained momentum, the pressure mounted on Saab to respond. In an interview in January 2026 with a major German newspaper, Saab's CEO Micael Johansson was asked directly about the possibility of an engine swap. His answer was brutally practical and left no room for interpretation. He stated that replacing the engine would be a large-scale undertaking and undoubtedly uneconomical. In short, the idea is a technical and financial nightmare. One source even noted that for a company like Saab, attempting such a project would be corporate suicide. A modern fighter jet is not like a car where you can simply swap out the motor. The entire aircraft is designed and balanced around its engine. Replacing it requires a complete redesign of the airframe. The engine's size, weight, and thrust characteristics affect the jet's center of gravity, its aerodynamics, and the structural integrity of the fuselage. Its thermal signature and heat output dictate the design of internal cooling systems. Its air intake and exhaust requirements mean the very shape of the jet would have to be changed. Furthermore, the engine is deeply integrated with the aircraft's digital systems, its flight controls, its electronic monitoring, and its power generation. A new engine would mean rewriting millions of lines of code and re-engineering complex hardware interfaces. This isn't a minor modification. It's effectively designing a brand new aircraft. Johansson's team knew this would be a project costing billions of dollars and taking the better part of a decade to complete, including years of painstaking development, ground testing, flight trials, and safety certifications. So, for the foreseeable future, Johansson confirmed the Gripen will keep its combat-proven and economically sensible General Electric F414 engine. The dream of a quick and easy engine swap was officially dead. But while the internet was chasing a phantom engine, Saab was already deep into a real, and arguably more important, revolution. The company knew that the future of the Gripen wasn't about changing its hardware, but about radically advancing its digital soul. The Gripen E was purpose-built with a modular design and what engineers call open architecture. Saab often compares it to a smartphone, where the underlying hardware is designed to support continuous software updates that unlock new capabilities. A key innovation is the smart split of the jet's avionics, which separates the flight-critical software, the code that keeps the plane safely in the air, from the mission-critical software that manages combat, sensors, and communications. This separation is a game-changer. It means Saab can develop and deploy major upgrades to the Gripen's combat systems in days or months, rather than the years or decades required for other jets, because they don't have to recertify the entire aircraft's flight systems with every change. This is where the real innovation is happening. Saab has been integrating groundbreaking technology, including an incredibly advanced electronic warfare system that serves as a 360-degree digital shield capable of jamming, deceiving, and neutralizing enemy radars and sensors. Even more impressive is the integration of an AI-powered co-pilot. In recent flight tests, Saab integrated an artificial intelligence agent known as Centaur directly into the Gripen's systems. During these tests, the AI was given control of the aircraft in a complex combat scenario, where it successfully tracked a target and executed maneuvers beyond visual range, all while processing battlefield data in real time to assist the human pilot. This focus on software, data fusion, and intelligence systems is what truly keeps the Gripen competitive against any jet in the sky. So, the myth of the Rolls-Royce Gripen is officially busted. We've seen how a legitimate desire for European independence fueled a powerful rumor. And we've heard directly from Saab's CEO why the cold, hard reality of engineering and economics stood in the way. The Gripen will stick with its American heart because, as Johansson himself has pointed out, it's a partnership that works. It's a complex relationship, but one where the U.S. also benefits when the Gripen, powered by a GE engine, wins a contract over a French or other European competitor. But in busting this myth, we found a deeper truth. The real revolution in air power is no longer just about the raw thrust of an engine or the shape of an airframe. It's happening in the jet's software, in its artificial intelligence, and in its ability to network and process information faster than an adversary. The Gripen's future isn't about the engine it has, but the intelligence it uses. And that is a far more profound story about where the future of aerial warfare is headed.